Sound of upbeat intro music fading in then out. Welcome back to Tech Talk Rewind, the podcast where we break down the tech news you need to know. I'm Mark, your resident tech gnome. Always digging up something interesting, you know?
And I'm Jenny, here to help you navigate this ever-shifting tech landscape. Mark, I see that familiar sparkle, that glint in your eye. What's something new, something cool are we diving into today? Because I feel like it's going to be big.
Jenny, get ready, because today we're talking about something that's not just a step forward, it's a leap. A real huge leap into a completely new galaxy for B2B sales. We're talking Jiva AI and their new lead generation software.
Jiva AI. That name does sound familiar. Is this another one of those, AI will solve all your problems, just trust us, promises? Because, let's be honest, I've heard a few of those lately, and they often fall a bit short of the hype.
Oh man, this is the cool part, Jen. Jiva AI isn't just making promises. They're delivering with what they call agentic SDR orchestration. Quote. So basically, imagine a system that autonomously handles everything from finding new leads to enriching their data to doing the actual multi-channel outreach, all without a human sales representative lifting a finger until a warm meeting is booked. Seriously, no more cold calls.
Okay, wait. Agentic SDR orchestration? Whew, that's a mouthful for sure. So it's not simply automating sending emails. It's finding the leads, cleaning the data, and then sending emails, LinkedIn messages, maybe even making calls? Like, the whole kit and caboodle?
Precisely. It's combining continuous data ingestion from 70-plus sources, think public databases, partner APIs, with real-time lead enrichment. They're talking about appending 40-plus signals seconds before outreach, job titles the tech stacks companies are using, even intent scores based on buying signals online. It's like having a hyper-organized, super-fast digital detective on your payroll.
Seconds before outreach? So it's like a sales Sherlock living in the cloud, constantly gathering clues right up to the very moment they knock on the prospect's virtual door? That's quite a concept, Mark.
Pretty much, yeah. And here's where it gets surprising. They claim 97.2% email accuracy. Compare that to the industry average of 82 to 88% for legacy tools. That almost erases fake or bounced contacts. No more emailing into the void. Which, let's be honest, is where a lot of sales emails end up these days.
97.2%? That sounds difficult to achieve. My inbox is crammed with emails that clearly went to the wrong person or bounce back. If they can actually verify emails with that kind of precision, that changes things for anyone trying to do B2B outreach ethically and effectively.
It's a big deal. And it translates directly to their performance metrics. You ready for these numbers, Jenny? Because they're quite something.
Lay them on me, Mark. My skepticism is always on standby, but my curiosity is certainly piqued, especially after those accuracy claims.
Their reply rates hit 11.5%. The industry average? A modest 4 to 6%. And they're generating 85 meetings per 1,000 contacts, while legacy tools are stuck at around 25 to 30. So let's do the math. That's over 3 times more effective. It's a significant leap in efficiency.
Reply rates tripling sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it? My first thought is, what's the catch here? Quote, are these just automated thanks but no thanks replies, or are they actual meaningful conversations starting?
Good question. The data suggests they're meaningful because they're based on deeply personalized, AI-generated messaging. We're talking icebreakers tailored using social context and firmographics. It's not just mass impersonal blasts anymore. And the outcome feedback loop is crucial here too. It's not just sending, it's learning from the response.
An outcome feedback loop? What does that mean in practice for a sales team then?
It means the AI is constantly learning. Weekly model retraining, using open rates, reply data, and actual CRM outcomes like whether a meeting happened or a deal closed. It's like a self-correcting sales machine, getting smarter every single week. They say this leads to a 15% pipeline lift per quarter through compounding improvements. So it's not a one-and-done setup.
So it's not a set it and forget it. It's a set it and it gets smarter. That's a important distinction. How does this impact the actual sales reps, the humans in the loop who, still want to keep their jobs?
That's the best part, in my opinion. It reclaims sales reps' time. A lot of it. Jiva AI claims it gives back 65% of a sales rep's time from grunt work, saving 30 plus hours weekly per salesperson. Imagine what a sales team could do with that kind of extra capacity. They could actually focus on selling.
30 hours a week? That's almost an entire part-time job handed back to them. They could spend that on strategy, on building relationships with qualified leads, or, dare I say it, having a life outside of work. That's a huge benefit.
Exactly. It's taking away the tedious, repetitive tasks of prospecting and lead generation, allowing reps to focus on what they do best, building relationships and closing deals. It's collaboration between human and AI at its finest. It's like having an AI assistant that handles all the boring bits.
And what about some real-world examples, Mark? Because numbers are solid, but tales from the trenches perhaps hold even more weight for our listeners.
Oh, they have one. A Series B cybersecurity startup booked 46 demos in just 3 days with zero manual effort, thanks to Jiva AI. And get this, an HR tech firm completely recovered its domain reputation and slashed bounce rates from 28% to less than 1% after switching to Jiva AI's workflows. Imagine trying to send emails when 1 in 4 were bouncing. This effectively reclaimed their entire email presence, which is huge for any business relying on email.
That's something. Reclaiming domain reputation. For anyone who's ever run an email campaign, that's a nightmare scenario. From 28% to under 1% is a huge win for them, and 46 demos in 3 days without manual prospecting. This isn't just an optimization, it's a paradigm shift for how sales works. Now, on to the elephant in the room. Compliance. How does an AI-driven system navigate the minefield of GDPR and CCPA?
That's actually one of their core features, not an afterthought, Jenny. They have automated GDPR and CCPA enforcement built in. Think auto-suppression lists, consent logging, and anonymization of data when necessary. They even have domain warmer, tools, and geo-aware sending to prevent spam penalties and avoid tricky cross-border emails that could land you in legal trouble.
Wait, domain warmers? And geo-aware sending? Can you explain those a bit more? Especially for those of us who aren't steeped in the intricacies of email deliverability?
Sure. A domain warmer basically simulates natural email activity, sending a few emails, getting replies, to improve the sender's reputation before a large campaign. It's like conditioning your email account so your emails hit inboxes, not spam folders. And geo-aware sending means the AI knows where your recipients are located and auto-adjusts sending times and legal frameworks. So, GDPR for Europe or CCPA for California. They report zero legal penalties across their deployments, which is a major claim given the complexities of global data privacy laws.
Zero legal penalties is a big claim indeed. It sounds like they're building ethical compliance into the very foundation of the AI's operations, rather than it being something you have to manually configure or constantly worry about. It's a feature, not a bug, that it's compliant, which is exactly what businesses need, it seems.
Exactly. Because humans, let's be honest, can sometimes cut corners chasing quotas, right? Jiva's geofencing proves ethics and efficiency aren't enemies. It's a big deal for peace of mind, especially for companies operating globally. Now, looking ahead, they're not stopping here. Their roadmap includes voice AI for demo scheduling via voicemail interactions, and even self-optimizing sequences that A/B test messaging frameworks themselves. Gartner predicts 70% automated buyer interactions by 2028. And it seems Jiva AI is directly on that trajectory.
Voice AI integrated into lead generation. That's getting into some uncharted territory, some might even say sci-fi territory. So you're saying the AI could hypothetically leave a voicemail that prompts you to book a meeting, and then it would analyze your response and guide you through the process? That's quite a leap.
That's the idea. It's not just about automating the current process. It's about pioneering new ways to interact and engage. It's exciting stuff because it aligns with a growing market for AI agents, projected to hit $7.6 billion by 2025. This isn't just a niche tool. It's part of a much larger trend shaping how businesses operate and how we interact with technology, period.
So it sounds like Jiva AI is moving B2B lead generation from a manual, often tedious and sometimes non-compliant process into something that's highly efficient, ethically sound, and continuously improving itself. It's taking the guesswork and grunt work out of sales, which I think a lot of sales professionals could appreciate. If these numbers hold up, it certainly changes the name of the game.
That's the vision they have. It gives sales teams superpowers, allowing them to focus on what humans do best. Understanding complex needs, building deep relationships, and closing those bigger, more strategic deals. It's allowing AI to handle the scale and efficiency, freeing up humans for creativity and connection. It's something to watch, Jenny. It really is.
It certainly is something to watch, Mark. And it's a peek into a future where technology truly augments human capabilities in sales rather than replacing them. Thank you for breaking it down for us in a way that makes sense.
Anytime, Jenny. That's all for this episode of Tech Talk Rewind. We'll catch you next time.
See you then. Sound of upbeat outro music fading in.